So this is part 3. I'm Dr. Paul, the Body Intelligent, of dealing with constipation, and we promise talking about diet. Now, I'm going to lump some of this into minerals. I'm going to lump some of this into basically what you need to do from a nutrient standpoint, from food and from supplements. Now, unfortunately, when I ask this to all my patients, I say, do you think our food supply has more nutrients now or more nutrients 100 years ago? And most of them would say that we have less nutrients. And you can actually prove that through some government documents, that our food supply is just getting worse. Why? Because we're not taking care of our land. Our food supply is running short. We don't have the ability because of expenses. I mean, if we did it the right way, the biblical way, which is probably the best way to do it, is you give the land a rest every 7 years. You rotate the crop, and those are the main things. You rotate the crop, and you give the land a rest. Well, we don't do that. I mean, that costs a lot of money, and now we're putting, we're modifying the crop, doing GMO, which is very controversial. We are putting pesticides, herbicides, which is going into our body, and we got other issues, right? And the soil is depleted. So now we're not getting as many nutrients. Well, we get most of our vitamins, minerals, and enzymes through the soil. What causes constipation? Lack of certain nutrients. Magnesium probably being on top of the list. Magnesium dilates the colon, allows bowel movement to pass through. What are we missing in our nutrients, in our soil? Magnesium. So almost everybody that I do testing on here is lacking nutrients, particularly the minerals. And if you see the blog, you'll see how the communication of heavy metals, which are toxic metals, versus minerals, which are good essential minerals. They're in the same family. If you're lacking the minerals here, heavy metals are going to go up. And heavy metals cause a whole series of problems, which is on another blog, okay, another video. So all that to say is we need, number one, to have enough vegetables. If you don't get enough vegetables in our diet, that doesn't provide fiber, and we start missing the nutrients, the minerals, particularly the major electrolytes, and then the small electrolytes, which is basically calcium, magnesium, potassium, and sodium, which are major electrolytes. And then you got the small trace minerals, like things that help to control so many health communication processes in the body, like vanadium and chromium, which is for weight loss, selenium, which is for cancer, etc., etc. So those are missing, and so you got to eat the vegetables. And then number two, you got to eat the skin. And if it's a good healthy skin that's organic, you can eat the skin. But if it's not organic, then you need to wash the skin really good. But that adds fiber, and a lot of the nutrients are in the skin. So you want to have the skin. We talked about water already, so that's on the blog. So make sure you do the water, and you got to have the vegetables, got to have the skin, and then you got to have supplements. I can't get around that. There's another video on my site that has the supplements and why you need to take supplements, because 10 oranges back then, I mean, you'd have to have 10 oranges now versus 1 orange years ago to get the same nutrient density from vitamins. So we're lacking. Unfortunately, there's no way around taking supplements, and I talk about supplements a lot, and I take a boatload of supplements. I've been doing nutrients for such a long time, and I found probably the best system so far out there to analyze the blood for nutrients and what you need to take. And so I'm on the program with all my patients, and I've noticed incredible benefits. And I have cancer patients that we're trying to stabilize. We don't treat cancer, we just help their body get healthy so that they don't have any cancer cells going in their body that is overwhelming their body, because we all have cancer cells. So when we get to the root of the issue, the symptoms go away. There's symptoms that I've had for years that go away because I've been on a good regimen of supplements that's based on my what my blood work is saying, and I also do hair testing and urine testing for heavy metals. So the combination of those three tests helps me to identify what do I need to get rid of, like heavy metals that I need to get rid of. So minerals are essential because that will affect the magnesium amount and other minerals too that affect colon health. And so you got to be on supplements. I would recommend that you get a basic multivitamin, a good omega-3, 6, 7, 9 fish oil, a good complete mineral, and maybe even calcium, magnesium. You know, vitamin D would be dependent upon the blood work, and then getting on a good antioxidant to fight off the anti-aging cancer cells that are there in the body. And that would be pretty much the whole regime. I may be missing something, but multivitamin, a good well-rounded fish oil, that's omega-3, 6, 7, and 9, complete minerals, maybe extra calcium, magnesium, and that's the nuts and bolts of what every person needs, even if they don't get their blood analyzed. And so vegetables, nutrients, water, that's really the diet. Now, you know, we'll talk about protein on another video, and fat on another video as well. But those are the basics to getting the amount of minerals that you need for colon health. And I'll see you on the next video. If you have any comments again on how you have taken care of constipation, please put it down below, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm Dr. Paul.